Welcome to Knowledge Base. Let us solve this simple problem together. We have to find the value of x in this indicial equation. This is the equation and our target is to find x. To solve this problem, we want to identify similarities between the numerator and the denominator. If we decide to make this 1 to become 3 to the power of 0 and make this to become 9 to the power of 0, we will not be able to factorize or simplify the numerator and denominator. So we are not going to that route. The first thing we want to do is to try and express 9 to the power of x in the form of 3 to the power of x. And maybe we can just solve from there. So 9 can be written in the form of 3 to the power of 2. So 9 becomes 3 raised to the power 2. And everything is raised to the power x minus 1 all over 3 to the power of x plus 1 equals 8. According to the power law of indices, or the product power law, this 2 multiplies this x so that we have 3 raised to the power 2x. Multiplication is commutative, which means the order of arrangement can be swapped. What it means is that 3 raised to the power 2 all raised to the power x can be written as 3 raised to the power x all raised to the power 2. This is what I mean. 3 raised to the power x all raised to the power 2, because 2 times x and x times 2 are the same thing. Minus 1 squared. 1 squared is the same thing as 1. I chose to put the square here because I want us to quickly recognize the numerator of the fraction as the difference of 2 squares. Otherwise, you are good with just writing minus 1. But for the purpose of explanation, I put in square here, and it is obvious that what we have at the numerator is the difference of 2 squares. The two components that make up that 2 squares are 3 raised to the power x and 1. At the denominator, we have 3 raised to the power x plus 1, and that is equal to 8. How do we resolve difference of 2 squares? Simply take the first term, add it up to the second term. That gives you one factor, and do the opposite by replacing the addition with subtraction. This is what I mean. To factorize the numerator, the difference of 2 squares, it becomes 3 to the power of x, the first term, plus 1, the second term, in one bracket as one of the factors, multiplied by 3 to the power of x minus 1 in another bracket. The difference is that one is positive, one is negative, and their product will give us this if we expand. This is how to resolve the difference of 2 squared, and of course that is divided by 3 to the power of x plus 1. Everything is equal to 8. At this point, you recognize that 3 to the power of x plus 1 is common to both numerator and denominator, so they can cancel out. If these two strikes out, we will be left with 3 to the power of x minus 1 equals 8. To obtain x from here is simple. Let's make 3 to the power of x subject the formula by adding 1 to both sides. So if we take negative 1 to the other side, it becomes 3 to the power of x equals 8 plus 1. And that means 3 to the power of x is equal to 9. It is very simple from here because 9 can be expressed as 3 to the power of 2. The bases are the same, which means the exponents must be the same. And that leaves us with x to be equal to 2 as the final answer. So the value of x to this problem is 2, and it is very simple. Now try this simple one, find x, and when you do that, please put your answer in the comment section, and I'll be there waiting for you. Thank you for watching this video, and hope to see you in our next video.